Hello and welcome to the National Real Estate Post. I am Frank Garay, and before I get started, don't forget Geneva. Geneva. If you're a loan officer, you're thinking about making a change, these guys absolutely rock. They'd love to chat with you. Check them out. Just click this banner over on your right. And now on with today's show. Check it out. I found a recent article by Kate Berry with National Mortgage News that I think you'll find very interesting if you're a loan originator, which I think a lot of you are. The title of the article caught my eye, as I'm sure will yours, because it says, Loan Officer Comp tops CFPB's 2016 exam agenda. That's right, it would appear that the thing the CFPB intends to look for on their exams in 2016 is your compensation. Loan officer compensation used to be an easy thing to nail down. In the old days, as an originator, you simply got paid a percentage of the origination fee and or rebate that was generated from the transaction. This now extinct method of paying an originator was viewed as part of a big problem during the mortgage crisis because a lot of originators would take advantage of consumers by delivering higher interest rates in order to get a cut of huge rebates. So as we all know, that's changed, and originators are pretty much making a set percentage on each deal, no matter what the rate is, which in turn is supposed to remove the temptation of offering higher rates for more income. Well, let's not kid ourselves here. Originators are in the business to make money, and lending institutions know that, so they'll find ways to entice good originators to work for them by coming up with creative compensation plans that may, from time to time, venture into the gray areas of the new compensation rules. Show me the money! Well, according to Kate's article, the CFPB is onto this stuff, and they're planning on getting to virtually every office in the country to see what's going on with their compensation plans. Here's some quotes from Calvin Hagins, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's Deputy Assistant Director for Mortgage Originators, who spoke last Monday at a mortgage conference in Costa Mesa, California. He says, "We're going to spend a very long time evaluating compensation schemes at every exam at every entity." Hello! Wake up, guys! Did you hear that? Did you hear what I said? He said every exam, and more importantly, at every entity. That means everybody out there, guys. So Calvin also said, so if you've got 7 or 8 schemes, we'll do a risk-based approach to determine which of those schemes we'll look at. And we'll also determine how deep we'll look, listen to this, into the individual loan originators. How deep we'll look at the individual loan originators. Wow. The CFPB has said before that they're not beyond going after individual loan originators, guys. So in some cases, if they find a compensation package that they feel isn't in line with current regulations, not only would the company be at risk for some sort of punishment or enforcement, but it sounds like perhaps even the individual loan officer could be at risk as well. Now, if this isn't making you really consider what's truly important to you as an originator, it should. Now, I know we all want to make as much money as we can out there, but dwelling in the gray area of LO compensation just to make a few extra bucks doesn't sound like a very wise thing to do. You know, an old salty dog originator friend of mine many years ago told me, there isn't any one deal that can make your career, but there's always that one deal that can break it, if you get what I mean. I think this quote applies to LO compensation as well. I mean, we all want to make some money, but do we really want to make just a couple of extra basis points at potentially the expense of our entire career? I would hope not. The other thing is it might not be good enough to fix your scheme now, as Kate's article says. Moreover, Hagen's warned that examiners would pore over how lenders have paid loan officers historically, not just their current practices. In other words, they might say, yeah, that's great, that's what you're paying in 2014 and 2015, but what about 2012? What about 2011? What about 2013? So it's all on the table right now, guys. And as if this isn't enough for you, he also said the CFPB, quote unquote, been informed through various sources that some mortgage lenders have folks who perform duties of loan originators, but who may not be licensed. So if you've got something like that going on in your office, that's something to be concerned with right now. What about TRID? What did he say with respect to TRID? Well, what Hagen said is very blunt and to the point. He said, and I quote, "I want to be perfectly clear There is no grace period from the Bureau. Okay, well, there you go. It's not sugarcoated or anything like that, Calvin. Just tell us how you feel, right? And finally, he talked about MSAs. With respect to MSAs, Mr. Hagen said, we didn't say they were illegal. We didn't say that you couldn't do them. We said we have concerns. We want to get information about the lay of the land and then determine for 2017 how we want to approach this subject in terms of an examination perspective. Wow, what a crappy way to start your Friday, right? I mean, I'm depressed. I'm sure you are too. Garrett, help us out here. Give us something to look at.
Big bite, big bite. What do you think? Pretty good? You try some more? No more lemon? No more lemon? No.
There you go. Maybe that'll make you feel better. Well, if you want to check out Kate's full article, you can do so by clicking the link down below. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Leave us your comments down below. We always appreciate that. Forward, share, and subscribe in your upper right-hand corner for free. We'll see you later here from the National Real Estate Post with Frank Gray.